Hey. Engines revving. What? Shut the hell up! Hey, hey! You... Huh? Huh? Huh?
Hello! Oh my! Hello! You're done for! Why, you?
For now.
Aww. Well...
Of course.
Hey, hey!
Of course.
Are you serious?
Isn't that Kyoko?
Jeez, don't get my hopes up.
Doesn't she seem a little...
If I had to describe it as a song title, it'd be Sprint of Tears. Huh? It looks like she's running from the beach. Did something happen? I'm sorry. Aww. That's totally it.
Hey. Whoa!
My, how disappointing. I thought if I came early, I'd be the first one to arrive. Whoa, Chiaki! You came wearing only your swimsuit. I didn't want to carry it with me. If I did, it'd be a serious burden.
But even though you didn't want to carry anything, it looks like you're carrying something.
Instead of bringing lunch for everyone, I brought ice cream. It's not like ice cream is completely different from lunch. I don't think it can be used as a Also, I was thinking of stuff we could all do at the beach together. So I brought a board game too. Should we play it even though we came all this way to go to the beach? I see. Let's just... What happened?
Hey, hey, hey! Oh!
Hey, hey. Thanks. Yo!
Hey!
Akane!
What? Is something wrong?
Not that! Your wounds!
It wouldn't be strange if we nicknamed you Carrie right now! Oh! You're on my way over here, I happened to run into Coach Nekomaru. And when that happens, I gotta fight him, you know?
Are you really alright?
Well, it'll heal as long as I rub some spit in it, right?
You're totally playing up the power of human spit!
I'm all fired up now! I never knew such a strong opponent even... Hey.
All right!
Man.
Hey!
I just did a little. This one.
That's too...
What? Hey! Awesome!
Oh my! Young ladies are sure well endowed. Fine.
Don't say such.
I am terribly...
Oh!
It is to prevent sunburn. I do not want my skin to be sun damaged. However, as I have never worn a wetsuit before, I had a hard time putting it on, which resulted in my delay. Really, it is my bad.
Oh my! Miss Sonia!
I am concerned. Then...
All right! Shut up! Shut up! Engines revving.
A body has been discovered! Now then, after a certain...
Someone come here! Damn it! Are you kidding me?
Oh!
Huh? Something like this.
Hold it.
What?
See?
Huh? What the? You serious? That's right!
Who lies?
Hey, hey!
Like... In other words... What's this? I don't like this. No way! Yahoo! So, it's the Monokuma file! Do your best. Hey!
Perhaps.
Why?
Damn it!
Hey,
However... I'm so buff. Like, every time I get a massage, they tell me I'm just a mass of muscles.
A massage, huh? Do you have a trainer or something since you're...
Nah, I don't have a trainer. My stepmom's lovers like to get drunk and give me full-body massages.
So, how's the window?
Let's see.
Did you find anything?
Well, since there's this iron bar, I was pretty sure no one would be able to get through the... Check it out.
Check it out.
This iron bar ain't even pinned down, see? My head can fit through, no problem.
Then it's not impossible.
Yep. Huh? Actually...
Hello there.
Why?
Amazing.
It's Monami! That's right!
Man. Now then.
Huh? Well? Want me to tell you? right. Yep. Yep. Hey, hey. Leave it to me.
Hello there.
Hey, hey.
Wow. Sorry.
What? What the? Jeez!
Wait! Wow.
Not fair! Huh. Hey, hey.
Why, you... Oh. Guitar! Oh.
Oh! I see, I see. That's totally it! Aww.
I see. You don't know?
But still...
It's obvious.
What happened? Hey, hey.
What happened, sick fuck? I can see it! Nature, the collective will of the world.
Now...
My!
Whoa!
Hello there.
What the heck?
Big news! Big news! See? Listen. Well? Justice complete! The center of justice that Sis! Well? What?
The time for unparalleled come! Now the...
Anyway, see ya later!
This is bad.
Like,
Show some spirit! This, too, must be the will of causality. It's nearly showtime!
You're so evil!
So... impossible!
that is...
Now then, let's be during the...
Some of us have not beaten that game.
It means Twilight Syndrome murder case is a non-fiction. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
Some of us are characters in a video game?
So, I think it's better if...
Girl A is probably Mikan Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl A. Based on the list of names in the staff roll, I can't think of anyone else who would be Girl A.
Why am I in a video? A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any pride. A nasty trap, huh?
I see! Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway, let's move on.
I see! Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday!
Let's move on to Girl D.
I see! Girl D is my hero. The victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E.
I see! Aren't you Guy F for Yuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid. That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu? Another person? It was one of the names on the step. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Hold on! Why do you keep saying there were two Kuzuryu?
It's not like I'm wrong. That, since you beat the game, you probably know what this action...
Damn it! I can prove it with this! In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean?
This is what Guy F said in the game. It's pretty clear. There's no... Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu,
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
Based on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be... Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you've got there. Winning personality? Are you crazy? I was being sarcastic.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with reality. It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true event. That's why it's the motive. Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago. I mean, when I first entered Hope's Peak Academy, she was mouthing off to me, as usual, and... It happened just the other day.
About that, you're probably thinking like that because you lost your memory.
Shut the fuck up! I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events. Okay, I understand your attitude.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay,
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikan. Girl B is Hiyoko. Girl C is Ibuki. Girl D is Mahiru. Guy F is Fuyuhiko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Tanaka may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the...
Huh? What do you mean?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What?
Getting killed is sad.
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
you guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first... Crap!
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim.
Which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently Girl E was killed.
You're fucking persistent. I don't care what that game said it... Is that true? Girl E.
Shh. In order to make that clear...
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance. Look, I made a map of the music room.
I'm surprised you went to...
Mapping is second nature to classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first...
We get it! Let's talk about that later so we can focus...
Then, I'll start at Girl A, Girl B. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to... Girl E was in front of the music room on the second... But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office. And when the 5 of them were finally able to go inside, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, The girls thought the killer escaped through the sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some perv. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation.
But it wasn't a pervert, right? Wasn't the real killer...
Obviously. Girlie would...
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can assume she used it to lock the music room after she left.
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie broke the window and escaped, and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she could.
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were.
Then, forget.
It's not cute to see an old guy.
Hey, is Girl E really the killer?
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girls heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past those 4 and wait in front of the music?
She probably used a hidden passageway.
Crap! After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get up to the front of the music room? To go back to the... You need to go through the... Plus, at the entrance, the other 4 girls should have been there.
At the entrance hall, the girl heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to get past them and wait in front of the music room?
She probably used a hidden passageway.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped out.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music? To go back to the music, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the end, the other 4 girls...
At the entrance hall, the girl heard the sound of the window shattering.
How was she able to wait in front of the music?
She probably used a hidden passageway.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E get to the front of the music? To go back to the music room from... You need to go through the entrance hall.
After she killed the first... What did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music? To go back to the... You need to go through... Plus, I think the other 4 girls should have been there.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped out.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music? To go back to the... You need to go through... Plus, I think the other 4 girls should have been there.
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get from outside the school to the front of the music? To go back to the... You need to go through... Plus, at the end, the other 4 girls...
At the entrance hall, they heard the sound of the window shattering.
No, that's wrong! First of all,
If it wasn't the
It was the sound of the bass...
Actually, the murder was... Girl E killed the victim in the music... With that key, she and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance hall.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the four of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too. I see! Now the mystery has been solved!
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet!
Who cares about the murder weapon?
Not cool! I went to all the trouble—
What the heck? You're...
Fine. Let's figure out, which means I'll feel
You're the disgust...
The weapon is pretty Now then!
Weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used, it should have had blood stain.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass? A weapon inside the music room. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Think you attacked her with the...
That's too big to be.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts.
It's on that biggest sketch.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation can.
It's on that biggest sketch.
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was used, it should have had blood stains.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Think you attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with...
If it's a weapon that was used, it should have had blood stains.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Think you attacked her...
That's too big to.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest.
How about beating her with gravel?
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had blood stains.
We will never give up!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass? A weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Think you talked her with the fish tank?
That's too big to be a...
Then the piano.
Why are you going...
The investigation.
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had blood stain.
Was there a weapon with blood? She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow? Think you talked her with the fish tank?
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going...
The investigation.
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with bloodstains on it?
She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation.
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them, it should have had blood stains.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass? A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with the...
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that biggest scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was, it should have had blood.
Was there a weapon with... She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a... Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
A weapon inside the music. What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death? Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a...
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation.
It's on that biggest...
How about beating her with gravel instead?
If it's a weapon that was used to beat them to death, it should have had blood stains.
Was there a weapon with blood?
She beat her to death with her fists!
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even...
The investigation can...
It's on that biggest scale.
How about beating her with gravel instead?
I agree with that.
I got it. The killer must have used gravel to attack the victim.
My goodness. I got it right. And I was just throwing things out there. Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all. And gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag? If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag.
Girl D.
Huh? Mahiro?
The piece of face that became an
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place, Girl D was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it.
And she felt a rush...
But she should have... I see!
It should have been.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning. But
What? It's just... That's all you can say. If that get...
Hey, clear this up for me.
That is...
They don't remember! That's obvious! Because their school memories were...
Even if I don't remember, I already know! It's obvious that guy is the killer! No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Girl E and Mahiru were killed by that guy!
Sure do tough.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
I can prove it with this! I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach house, and Girl E, who was killed in the game. There's no way we can ignore that.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her!
If you keep making up your mind like that, or just end. It's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
What?
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true.
Trap?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about the relationships between that person could be using that.
Are you saying that a completely different...
Isn't that what happened?
Huh?
Don't you understand?
What is this? What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch? What are you saying, you four-eyed troll? Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko? Do you know where Hyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
What are you saying? You accusing me of...
Why do you doubt? Do you know where Hyoko? She was at the beach house.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
No, that's wrong!
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hyoko.
Seriously, I told...
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints! They're probably Mikan's. Don't decide that based on ugly...
Huh. They're not Yoko's footprints? The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to...
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away, which means when the owner of these footprints went inside the
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house, the body hadn't appeared yet?
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left, which means something happened between those two.
I remember now! I remember when I went to the...
So you...
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my...
I've never heard of that daily routine.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my...
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything...
Don't believe her so easily.
Huh? It's what people who call other people liars are usually... If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even... There's... I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
I'll be saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots? I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning... I didn't go...
Then you didn't meet up with at the beach house?
Obviously not! Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? I did go to the... But only only during the... I didn't go and...
Then you didn't at the beach house?
Not saying I met up with her. Is this a panel of idiots? I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong! Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
That letter!
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange...
What is that letter?
Oh, snap! I remember now!
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
See. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m. witnessed here. You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner Fuyuhiko, so you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house. Seriously? I'm telling the truth! I really don't know! Is she really crying? Or is
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet. And then you went ahead to the beach house. There's evidence for...
Where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies. What's a gummy?
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door effect. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap! Who's someone? Who's... It must be that one person! You know, the one with the mask? There was a suspicious mask at the beach house, right?
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask! Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice!
Huh? Sparkling?
That mask says it all! Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island! Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru!
Why, if you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonable.
It's all in your head! Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer!
shall render my verdict upon this Mr. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru, and afterward you fled.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body. So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints!
I shall render my verdict upon Hiyoko is the...
I'm telling you!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy. No, that's wrong.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the gummy at the crime scene is yellow? So it obviously looks like it is lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow and it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow... See? Didn't I tell you? It's damn it! Who'll come get my revenge? I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of... Don't be stupid! I'm not done back... We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her, we have the evidence we need!
That's wrong! I left those footprints during my morning walk!
We're not done with Hiyoko yet! There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints?
It's true, that's an... And we can thank
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength.
No, that's wrong!
Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Instant death? According to my autopsy, yes. There's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
You keep making shit up.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward, but...
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer, after all.
Seriously! That's not true! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also... If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
But when I saw her, she was clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proved!
I won't let you look down on me! We haven't decided...
Hey, Fuyuhiko, why do you keep insisting that...
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the... Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it. She killed and blocked the door with Hyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside after she moved the body. She just washed it off in the shower. Crap! So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside after she moved the body. She just walked. The fact that Hyoko was at the beach house can be. Did you get all that, you bastard? So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach after she moved the body. She just watched. The fact that Hyoko was at the beach house can be proven. Did you get all that, you bastard? Damn it! If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't, then Hyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her. Hyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hyoko moved the button, she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside after she moved the body. She just washed it. The fact that Hyoko was can be proven by the footprints in the sand. Crap! So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, the fact that Hyoko was at the beach can be proven by the footprints in the sand. Crap! So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the... She just walked. The fact that Hyoko was at the beach can be proven by the footprints in the sand. So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach. After she moved the body, she just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words. Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time.
Then, maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put...
Are you saying I did something bad?
I see!
Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hyoko moved it. Which means Hyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. It only smelled a little. Oh, was...
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood? Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Neko?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body and... That actually sounds pretty cool!
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the kill. Yeah. See, I are because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me? You guys are stupid. Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, Pig Barf. I hope you get a hangnail and... I'm sorry for being Pig Barf.
Hey, Hyoko. Now that even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already, so...
I would like to know, too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier... Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one. I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had? Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m., but in Hyoko's letter...
Times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
I see! The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters, confirm! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters!
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killed me!
Really? I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with... It's all my fault.
Here we go again. Once we can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened? I fell asleep! Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicine laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have...
When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out,
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic!
I was scared. I was really scared. Really scared that I could... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints at...
Everything was... That's horrible!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so...
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is? The only way to survive is to be So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one truth. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and just...
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe it. Good job. That's... Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Hey, what?
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
Well now, correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
Is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Oh, I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves, and don't forget to save regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hiyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh?
say, when you woke up, was the gummy already there? Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't. Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened.
all coming together! Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something, so didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hio.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying going or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
Crap! Crap!
Here!
The killer was probably hiding in
The closet? That's where I was locked up.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there. And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hyoko,
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Crap!
Here!
What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surf?
but the shelf it was on, it was pretty Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. 'Cause we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kinda like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under...
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like...
Anyway, the killer had silently finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that.
Seriously, nobody asked what you...
There's no way the killer would leave Hyoko by herself. If Hyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hyoko.
Say whatever you want, even if you didn't ask.
Alright, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body...
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but... depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine! You want me to say it?
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat...
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm now. Let's start the up. What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
Did they use something other than the... What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and...
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, it would definitely clog the toilet!
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuit? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
Did they use something other than the shower?
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and...
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog the...
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on...
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the so washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one.
Did they use something other than the shower?
What did they do with the bloody wet?
They cut it up and...
As someone who flushes, it would definitely clog the...
Maybe it's the other way. Perhaps someone other... Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with...
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
No, that's wrong!
They just needed to wash off the blood. They didn't necessarily... They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower.
Damn it! I see!
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it. In theory, that's good.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will learn that there's no possible way that you... It's true there were drinks. The beach, however, try thinking about one bottle drinking wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down! We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words!
There were water bottles.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no...
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge. And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used?
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner.
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of a shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
It seems you've realized who. See? Just.
Is that...
Let me ask.
The only one! Peko, is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this.
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner. If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something! Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was!
No one even saw her swimming.
No.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her, so there's no doubt.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier? You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! We haven't established how the killer was able to live.
Now that you've mentioned it...
The roadside door was blocked. Then how the fuck did the killer escape?
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the...
Who cares?
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? Well, if Peko is the killer, I see. Then let's hear this alleged... First, let's establish how...
I see!
If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if...
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it out.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip!
Littering is prohibited.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to...
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they could...
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see.
Huh? Peko was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide? And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you. No!
Peko, you carry that bamboo sword on your back. If I recall correctly, despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow! Just like a jump.
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
You bastard! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool. It would have been left in the shower room and...
Fuyuhiko, why do you even...
Shut up! If she used the bamboo sword as a step... Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! That's obviously impossible! You're pissing me off! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Shut bastard! Don't fuck with me! You're pissing me off! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Bastard! You bastard! I'll sell your fucking organs! You're pissing me off! Don't fuck with me! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut up! If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind! Got proof, you bastard? I'll sell your fucking organs! That's obviously impossible! You're pissing me off! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left... This is the end!
If she used her bamboo sword as a step stool, she could have recovered it with her sword. When she leaned her sword against the wall to use as a step stool, she tied her sword back to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to...
I see. Not just the... Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let me work with you, it would have been an even greater plan. Oh, you just...
Is it...
You don't have any credit, you back...
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying it.
Among flowers, the cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness, at least. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our votes.
Hurry up.
Hold on.
Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting.
My motive?
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in... Then, what?
So it's about that. I must say... In order to... I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one for the sake of protecting justice. Justice is what makes humans human. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective fallen.
Hello! Earth to Pecco!
If justice the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish. I will not allow this.
It's fine, just stop.
Justice must always be...
I'm telling you to stop!
So I must fight. I must continue to fight to protect justice. This is... As the light of justice shines upon my mask. Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night. That would be me. Sparkling justice! Now then, let's execute
What the fuck?
Pecco, what are you...
I am in the name of sparkling, shining justice. I have...
What's going on? Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claimed... Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be...
This mask is just like various items. The sun is revealed because it lies just beyond your glance. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is become...
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events. Hey! Now's not take a look. It's a... This again? Huh? So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be evil, must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil?
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game.
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island.
Then, the reason you killed
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless and Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
She's so gross!
Pecco.
My true identity? I have already... It just shows my determination. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice!
I can't stand this anymore!
Let's go over this incident one more time. Here's everything that happened in this case. The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else... The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru, and they dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading... Also, the mask found at the scene, I'm not really sure why. My guess is, it's something similar. That's how the crime scene... However, by moving Mahiru's body, plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere. After the killer washed off, the killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already... After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can can imagine how badly Hyoko must have panicked when she came out of she made plans to see Mayu, who lay dead from the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect. Hyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. After Hyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room, however, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I see. And what of it? She's like, I haven't done anything to be... What are you saying? Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me. Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can... There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand? I don't get it! I don't get it at all! Then I shall be direct. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice! If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world? Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all. And hurry! And carry on!
Give me a break!
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed! For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are... Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste. I can't stand her anymore! However...
Onokuma, the boat! Hurry up and let us vote!
I heard your story! Well, now then, please pull the lever. Who will be chosen as the blackened?
Pardon me, can we please have a little... Pardon me, can we...
Continue our discussion?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel...
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the...
That is true. However...
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling...
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more...
That makes her an enthusiast!
Honestly, it felt strange to me. There's a distinct difference between what we know about sparkling justice and Peko. You know, Sonia describes sparkling justice.
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling justice!
article was written in their native...
If she had a translator, that means it wasn't written in English.
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was so. Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in... Which means the journalist and
From Spain?
What?!
Peko, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way...
Or, you insist that you're
Will you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has... However, that's perfect. And even if you find out now... My duty as a tool has already been
Hey, be clearer!
I have no purpose.
Tool?
She called herself a tool. What? I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko,
Someone else...
there is proof that establishes...
I see! Are you talking about the body discovery?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't want to... That announcement is made when at least 3, and in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible, that's such a vital clue that it could...
No. Yes, from your basic... That means I'm just a simple...
You're the only one!
I see. Now
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that?
I can prove it with this! I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do... There's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much... The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual... They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along for... You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister. Right? Because whoever beat the game first will receive the ending It was the envelope, right? The person who received it...
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no... Even so, You wanted to.
Hey! Why are we talking?
As I said before, I had no motive for killing Ma. I was simply used. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all.
No. I believe that my young master does. My young master does. That, I'm sure you realize if I know, but it's too late. You cannot undo the work.
That's a problem. If Pecco's allegation holds up, that means our vote.
In that case...
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it.
How would Pecco be a tool? Pecco is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. The votes have been cast. All...
What the hell?
I'm in a bind. I guess for now, let's take a quick recess.
Hey!
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as his shield. If he intends to kill, I must be his sword. That is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master's tool, first and foremost. Until this body of mine can no longer move, I shall fulfill...
That is...
Nothing.
Huh?
You fiend.
No. I am nothing but a tool.
Damn it. Damn it! Don't fuck with me!
You...
Oh my my! Huh?
Oh.
But...
But... Why?
Shut the hell up!
What are you saying?
Young master,
What?
I see. Great!
young master. Young master.
You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know. There's no way.
Hey, Peko. Do you remember what I told you when we first arrived on this island? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. We're just fellow. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master.
Shut up!
There is no way I cannot. I am my young master's tool. Without an owner.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless, I will not flee. Besides, I have a plan. Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and return him safely home. I intend to fulfill my duty. Now please, go! After you leave, I must block the door to the... Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? Just forget about me! Forget about the Kuzuryu clan! You better escape! Sorry.
Young master!
I'm a disgrace.
Too bad!
Young master!
What?
Even so,
Peko.
I am terribly sorry. Goodbye. And I want
Why? I never needed... You didn't...
Let's give it!
You just... I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
young master?
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been to...
Let's go!
Please, Peko. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young master? Young master!
Such a waste.
be okay?
Do something!
I'm trying, but his blood, he won't stop bleeding out.
Can't you? God damn it!
You're so...
Hey!
Just leave the rest to me!
Dr. Killgood, you've already killed your patients.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital. Eats up!
You guys can see it, right? You poor people are already... We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them. Honestly, I'm not so whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope, and which is which? I guess there's no time to hesitate. That guy will probably take over our plan's final stages. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection and the continuation of the biggest, most... That cannot be allowed! We must prevent that by even if we have to pay the...
Danganronpa.